Well, here we are this morning. First thing I'm going to do is take these lights off so I can get the grill out. Then I can start working on that. Getting that oil cooler out and replaced. Anyway, I'll start with the bolts on the bottom of the lights, and the lenses and the lights themselves. It's an older KC light. And this is the whole assembly back here. Just have to undo those wires. Now with this bare and unplug, now I gotta undo, I don't know if you can see it, there's a nut there. And I undo that and this whole assembly can come off. Then I'll have to do the same thing to this one. Remove the 4 screws, take the bezel off, take and unplug the light, and you'll be in good shape. Looking at these things, I didn't realize that these were so rusty. I might actually go replace them. I haven't decided yet. Maybe upgrade them while I'm at it. Alright. Always be careful not to touch that bulb because it'll burn it out. The oil in your fingers will ruin it. What I'm seeing, because I thought these would go back down into the lights, but from what I'm seeing, the previous owner looks like he extended these out, and when he did that, he's got these in so you can't run that through this tube here. So what I'm going to have to probably do is put some connectors here that I can plug and unplug these lights from. Shouldn't be too bad. Just a couple crimp-on connectors. I hate crimp-on connectors. I'd rather solder it, but it is what it is. And I'll have to take this one out too, because as you can see, the wire itself, we ran it through the grill, which is nice. I mean, it looks good, but it makes a little bit of a problem to take the grill out. Alright, here's the truck with the front grill removed. Now I can get at this oil cooler. Now you can see where what had happened. It had actually come off of this bracket here, fell onto this screw right here, and punctured it. So I've got to find one. I'm hoping it's not a dealer part. I haven't been able to find one online at Craig and stuff, so I'm going to bring it in with me and see what happens. Don't want to put a used one on it if I can help it, and I don't want to put an aftermarket one on it. I'd like to put the stock one back on. So let's get going. Right, here's the oil cooler kit I'm going to put in the Jimmy. I was very disappointed with this kit. When I ordered it, I talked to the parts guy over at AutoZone, my first mistake, and I told him what I wanted, and he showed me pictures. The one thing that I was adamant about is I didn't want one that had these ties. I wanted something with proper brackets to hold the oil cooler in. So you can see I didn't get that. The picture that I looked at for this had brackets. This has got the ties. The second thing I've noticed about the kit, other than some fin damage, which is kind of typical on these, is the machine parts. These parts, I was looking at them, and they've got burrs and sharp spots and everything else. This actually goes in the engine. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see that there's some metal shavings in the threads. This goes into the engine. Last thing I want is metal shavings in my engine. Fortunately, I will not be using that part of this kit. The third thing is the hose. Totally not enough hose for the application. The cooler goes underneath in front of the radiator, and you have 2 lines. This is maybe enough to do 1 line. Maybe. And then the last thing about this kit was, even though it says on here high performance engine kit, and that's what I ordered it as from Torque Flow, it came with transmission cooler instructions. These instructions are for a tranny cooler, not an oil cooler. No, it's an oil cooler because of the adapter, but definitely disappointed with this. This was $120, and again, the manufacturer was Torque Flow. So if anybody's thinking about putting an oil cooler in their vehicle, I would stay away from this one. The only reason why I am not returning it is I really need to get this truck back on the road. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do to make this all work is I'm going to drill out these rivets on the old brackets for the old oil cooler. Get this out of the way so it doesn't get hurt. There's one. There's two. There's three. This bracket. Alright, here's the oil cooler all installed. Here's the bracket end I had to modify. Of course, the way it fits, I can't, I had to just secure it on this side and here. So this is a little bit crappy. This will get me by until I can get an OEM cooler for it. Really don't like this cooler at all. But again, it'll work for now. It doesn't leak. It's sealed up nice. I got a lot of oil down here I gotta clean up yet. And that'll be next. Just spray it all down with simple green and hose it off. Should clean up most of this. All in all, got the old girl running again.